Black Ops 7 Zombies is now finally here, and with it came a whole host of new weapons and equipment for us to experiment with, my favorite of which being the Jaeger 45 pistol and its secretly overpowered attachment locked behind the new weapon prestige system. This barrel gives this handgun a 42.2x critical multiplier, or a 784% damage buff to the head, allowing it to hit yellow numbers that other pistols can only dream of. Pair this weapon with the right attachments, perks, and augments, and it becomes a serious zombie-killing monster, so stick around while I give you the full setup and live gameplay. If you like these BO7 weapon breakdowns and builds, a quick like or comment goes a long way, as I'm still a small channel and it's all greatly appreciated. Regardless though, that's enough yapping from me. Let's just jump straight into the new map and try out this setup. Welcome everybody to Black Ops 7 Zombies. We finally got it in our hands. I've been playing it quite a bit here, leveling up some guns, mainly this one right here, because I really want to show you guys this gun, because this little pistol right here is quite a sleeper. I know the game came out like yesterday, but it's still a sleeper regardless of that. This weapon right here is called the Jaeger 45, very reminiscent of the TAC 45 from Black Ops 2, but this one right here is a lot better than that gun ever was. We are also here on the new map, Ashes of the Damned. Let me go ahead and upgrade this truck real quick. Come on, hurry up. There we go. So as you can tell, just right off the bat at base, it's doing 1309 damage to the head, which is a lot of damage for a weapon that has no upgrades, no perks, no pack, no rarity or anything. As you can tell, this thing right here is like a little hand cannon, but unfortunately, in order to turn it into the monster that it is, you do actually have to get a weapon prestige, because you need to use the prestige attachment. That's the most integral thing to this whole setup, to this whole build. If you don't have the Jaeger 45 prestige at least once, then it's not really going to be as effective as you're going to see here in this video. So that means you are going to have to level it up all the way to like 29, I think it is, 29 or 30, and then prestige it, lose all of your attachments, and then you'll unlock the one attachment that you actually need. So you do need to grind a little bit with it, but if you still have your tokens from Black Ops 6 that you've been piling up like I have, then it won't take too long if you just pop double XP tokens over and over again. By the way, while you're playing this map and you're driving this truck, make sure you hit these little green bubbles. Let me see if I can find one to show you guys what the fuck I'm talking about, because I sound insane. Yeah, see that thing right there? That little green thing on the ground, if you run these over, it heals your truck and gives you rewards. See, I just got 300 salvage just for driving over that little green toxic growth looking thing. So if you see those, make sure you run them over. Otherwise your car is going to get eviscerated and you will miss out on all those nice rewards that they drop. So as you can tell right off the bat, in terms of weapon handling, it's got a lot more recoil. Holy shit, that's what it does when I don't control it. Yeah, so you are really gonna have to pull down on the stick or your mouse, whatever you're using, if you plan on using this thing, because holy shit, it will fly out of your hand. But you won't have to be too accurate with this weapon, because as you'll see once we go and pack-a-punch it, it's got a very unique ability that no other weapon in this game has, to my knowledge, that will make it so you don't really need to have perfect aim, just good enough aim. Like many other weapons in Black Ops 7 as of right now, very bad ammo economy. I can't lie, you run out of ammo very fast. Thankfully, it's cheap though right now. I almost have enough money for Pack-a-Punch here, and once I get Pack-a-Punch, you guys will see what this weapon truly is. It's not much of a pistol, actually, when you Pack-a-Punch it, but rather it's more like a shotgun. As you can see now, if you look at the crosshair in the middle of my screen, it's a spread. Now, as you can tell, when I hip fire, this weapon shoots 4 bullets in a randomized spread within that white circle. So this weapon is actually doing 4 times the damage that it was doing before. That is why I opted to use the tac laser on this weapon. That might have seemed like a weird choice earlier on, but now that you see that this weapon's more of a shotgun than a pistol, the tac laser on this thing is super useful, because now you can combine all those bullets into a much tighter spread and hit them all on the critical. And it's very important that you hit critical shots with this weapon, because we have a 42.2 times critical damage multiplier, which is just insane to say out loud. That is a 784% more damage to the head with this prestige attachment. That's why it's the most important attachment in this setup. You really need to make sure you have it on if you plan on using this thing, because yeah, 784% more damage to the head for free is just something you can't pass up. So now if you look, we're doing 1962 damage to the head, but that's actually not true. See, these zombies have less than 2,000 health, which means they're only dying in 1 of the 4 bullets that I'm shooting, so you're not actually seeing the true damage value. Rather, we're doing 1962 times 4. That's the damage we are actually doing. But you won't see that reflected in the damage numbers until these zombies get a little more health, because right now they are very weak. I also want to buy double tap while I'm here because I want to talk about double tap's augments. Now, if you're if you're a fan of the channel and you've seen my Black Ops 6 videos, you already know how double tap goes. It's one of the most important perks when it comes to increasing weapon damage. But if you're new to Black Ops 7 zombies and you don't know which augments to use, there is some very obvious winners when it comes to double tap, and you're definitely going to want to use the augments I have on right now. The first one being double impact. This augment right here gives you a flat 50% damage buff to every other bullet you fire. Flat damage buffs like that are just too good to pass up, especially when you don't need to do anything fancy to activate them. You literally just need to shoot the zombie. And it also has a special interaction with this weapon specifically because, again, if you remember, we're firing 4 bullets at the same time. So you actually activate that buff twice in the same bullet, technically, because we're firing 4 of them. So as you can see, if you look at those white numbers, they're all over the place. It's not like a consistent 90 or 70 damage now because we are getting that 50% extra damage on half of those bullets. And now for the second augment you're going to want to use on double tap, it is double time. This one right here will give you an even faster fire rate on top of the fire rate buff that double tap gives to you just for buying the perk. That is very important on this weapon because using this prestige barrel, while it does give you a shit ton of damage, it actually nerfs your base fire rate. So this pistol actually shoots much slower with this barrel on, so you do need something to counteract that reduced fire rate, and that's where double time and double tap comes in. So now you can see we shoot very fast. Oh shit, Uberklaus is not, I'm not supposed to be here. That is something for an Easter egg. Actually, I'll come back and kill him later. Let me get a little bit stronger and then I'll come back and kill him. The next perk I want to get is Deadshot Daiquiri for sure. That perk is very, very important with this weapon. I'll go over why in a minute, but we have to drive across the country to go buy it. Oh shit, dude, this thing's gonna explode. Can I like scrape them off the side like this? Oh, you can do that. Wow, okay. I didn't know that. Oh my god, Uber shithead followed me into Ashwood. Okay, I guess I am killing him. Never mind. Again, if you're new to Black Ops 7 Zombies and you've never seen this guy before, holy shit, he's beating my ass. Make sure you aim for his blue shield generators, because if you shoot him while he's glowing blue like that, you're going to do absolutely no damage. You need to shoot his shield generators. Otherwise, you're not going to be killing him anytime soon. There we go, just like that. Shoot his other one. Oh, yeah, he's getting shit on. There we go. Wait, let's see how fast we can kill his core. Yeah, 2 shots. Okay, yeah, he just got shit on. Actually, this, you know what? This weapon did a lot better than I thought it would do against him. I thought it was going to struggle a little bit. I'm not going to lie. That was impressive. All right, and boom, we now have Deadshot Daiquiri. So not only does it give you that kind of auto-aim thing that snaps to a zombie's head on controller, but it has a couple other special abilities if you pair it with the right augments. The first augment you're going to want to use is Dead First. This one right here is going to give you double critical damage on the first round that hits an enemy as long as it's a headshot. So what that means is the first shot to the head on a zombie that has full health is going to do a shit ton of damage, like 5,200. And again, remember, that's only 1 bullet. We also have 3 other bullets that are just missing because the zombies don't even have enough health to get hit by them yet. And then the secondary augment that, again, is very good for this weapon specifically is Dead Draw. This one right here is going to give you a tighter hipfire spread, which is very nice for a weapon that has a multiple bullet spread like that. As you can see, that circle in the middle is now super tight when I aim down sights. Look at that. It's like a square in the middle of my screen. The Arsenal Station, that's what I want to find. Because if you're playing this map and you're using this weapon, you're definitely going to want to use Napalm Burst on your weapon right there. That ammo mod is going to be very, very good. The reason you want to use Napalm Burst is because the elite on this map that gets absolutely spammed in the later rounds is the Zersa. That is a zombie bear looking thing, and he is weak to fire damage. So if you have Napalm Burst on your weapon, you are going to absolutely eviscerate him, especially this weapon. He should be showing up like somewhat soon. It's round 13. I think he first spawns in on 15, I believe. So we are going to meet him pretty soon, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I think I just heard that Zersa bear I was talking about earlier spawn in, so we're going to have to fight him in a second. But I am not even in the slightest worried. He'll honestly, I'm not even joking, he'll probably die in like 3 to 4 bullets. But yeah, where's he at? Hold on, let's stop here. And shoot his head, break that off, and shoot his head. There we go. That was probably what? Probably like 3 bullets, I would say. It took 1 to break off his little tumor on his head there, and then 2 more to kill him. So yeah, like I said, not even in the slightest worried. This weapon right here is the #1 bear killer. I'll tell you what, this thing absolutely fucks the Zersa. And there we go. All right, pack 2 on the Jaeger 45. How much damage are we doing to the head? 15,000. So with 1 bullet, with dead first activating, yeah, so we're doing 8,000 damage times 4, which is, what is that, 32,000 damage or something like that? 32,000 damage to the head. There we go. That was a what? 2 magazines? What was that? 18 bullets in total to kill that many zombies? Now, some of you watching right now might be wondering if it's better to actually use dual wield with this weapon. And while that does sound absolutely amazing, I did try it and I found it to be a little bit less practical than I was hoping it to be. One, the recoil was completely unruly, like actually uncontrollable. And I'm on mouse and keyboard, so if you're on controller, it's even worse for you. And on top of that, the hipfire spread was pretty bad, meaning that you were actually hitting a lot more body shots than you were hitting critical shots, in which case you are missing out on the massive damage buff that this weapon is all about. So if you use dual wield, while yes, having 2 guns is obviously better than 1, in practice, it's actually not. Single-handedly running off of Vulture 8 ammo pickups, bro. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to save up for pack 3. I have all the most important perks anyways. Once I get pack 3, then you guys will see some real fucking damage. You think this is damage? I'll show you some real damage. Shoot that. I don't want that thing to hit me. And then break his tumor off his head. There we go. And boom, boom, dead. If you can line up a single shot with that little red wound he's got in his head, it's an instant kill. Wait, there's another barrel. Okay, hold on. I don't want to shoot this guy yet. Let me get pack 3 to get even more damage out of this thing. There we go. There's pack 3. Okay, now... There we go, and watch this. 1 shot. I would love to tell you what those damage numbers say, but I can't even tell because there's like 4 numbers stacked on top of each other. It looked like 40,000. I think one of them was 40,000 maybe. I mean, that's an insane amount of damage. Holy shit. Yeah, let's look at the zombies now. Yeah, 31,000 damage with dead first activating, and 17,200 crit damage without dead first. So that means we are doing, at base, 17,000 times 4. That's the kind of damage we're hitting in 1 shot. Now I'm going to go ahead and drive over to the nearest arsenal station and get gold rarity, which is the max rarity on this weapon, which means I'll be doing the maximum amount of damage that you can possibly do with this weapon right here with the Jaeger 45. All right, so now we have a pack 3 gold rarity Jaeger 45 with the prestige barrel on it. So we are doing how much damage to the head? 41,000 fucking damage. 41,000 damage with dead first. So that means without it, we're doing like what, like 20,000? Let's check. Yeah, 23,000 damage to the head without dead first activating. Holy shit, bro. And that's 1 bullet. No, that's one, we're not doing 23,000 damage to the head. We're doing 23,000 times 4. Nearly 100,000 damage in 1 shot. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. This thing might get nerfed. You guys seriously need to use it while it's still in the game, because it's not going to last long. There's no way they let this pistol do 100,000 damage like that. There's just no way it stays like that. Also, I'm going to go ahead and use my aftertaste gum. Not that I'm afraid of dying or anything, but if I do die on like round 40 and I don't have any perks, it's over. Even if I self-revive, it's over. I mean, in order to reach numbers like 100,000 damage in the last game, you had to use like bolt action sniper rifles. So hitting 100k with a pistol, I mean, that's just insane. Oh, I heard a bear spawn in. Here we go. Watch this. Break his head off, and 1 shot to the head. Dunzo. Yeah, if you plan on using this gun in the high rounds, just make sure you position yourself a little close to an ammo crate, because you're going to be needing to hit that like at least once a round at this point. So yeah, don't ever be too far from an ammo crate if you plan on using this thing late game. I honestly don't mind though, because you definitely make your money back and then some. Holy Ravagers, bro. These things are so fast. Dude, oh my god. I would love to see somebody do a no-hit Ravager round. Like, I'm almost convinced that's not possible. All right, I don't want to spend the whole game here. Might get a little stale, you know, just being in the same spot. So I'm going to go ahead and drive back to Janus Towers. And maybe I'll turn on the Rampage Inducer. You know, get the show on the road a little bit. There's the Rampage Inducer right here. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Oh, Frenzy Guard. Holy shit. I kind of risked my life trying to kill that bear. Not going to lie, that was stupid. But what can I say? I wanted to see the damage. Wait, oh my god, why am I actually getting my ass beat right now? Chill, bro. So I just realized I turned the Rampage Inducer on, so I do have to lock in. I have no armor. This is bad. Jesus. Dude. Okay, I may have lost Dying Wish. Okay, this is insane. Hello? Did they buff the Rampage Inducer or some shit in this game? Put the armor on, please. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, I went way too long without having armor. That was scary as fuck. It's a 2-shot now to armored zombies. Maybe I just missed there. I don't know. I'll have to test a little more, but that was a 2-shot kill there because I did have to break the armor first. And then obviously it was a 1-shot after that. Jesus. Oh my god. One wrong step and you're getting hit 30 times. Oh, look at that, though. That's a beautiful sight to behold there. Right now, I'm thinking of a round 41 exfil. What do you guys think about that? We'll see how it performs on, like, round 41 and then head out. If I even survive that long. Now I'm starting to doubt my gaming ability here because I turned that damn Rampage Inducer on and all of a sudden, maybe I'm not as good at this game as I thought I was. Holy shit! I wonder if I can just run up here real fast and just buy PhD flop. Nope, they're already spawning. Nope, that's not gonna happen. As you can see, I have the Tribologist augment on right now, by the way. So if I go ahead and take a slide, look at it. Dude. Oh my god, that's so much worse than it was in... That's a bad nerf, bro. That one hurts. Body shot damage is really bad now. Before it was serviceable, but now it's like if you're not hitting headshots, you're not killing anything. There we go, got the beta though, so that's good. Oh shit. I am gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. Dude! How am I still getting hit? How am I still getting hit? Looks like I am still one-shotting the medium armor zombies. So that's good. I'm glad to see that. The heavy armor zombies are definitely a 2-shot kill at this point now. Rampage Inducer Ravager round. This is not going to be fun. At least they're easy to kill. That I appreciate. If they had Ravagers with like little armor vests on, bro, I'd be pissed. So now here's what we're going to do, fellas. I'm going to hit the exfil, which is in turn going to spawn in an elite, and you're going to see how fast this thing can kill this Zersa bear. Watch, it's going to spawn a Zersa in right here. Okay, and shoot his head. Come on, and almost 1 mag. Fuck, I'm hitting body shots. There we go, dead. Okay, it took about a mag and a half. It would have took more like 1 mag if I was actually hitting all critical shots there. But as you can tell, even if you're missing, it still kind of fucks. This right here is the weapon build you're going to want to run on the Jaeger 45 for zombies. Again, we are using a prestige attachment, this barrel right here. You see that little diamond, which means you are going to have to get this weapon to max level and then prestige it and reset its weapon level again to unlock this attachment. So it is going to take a little bit of weapon XP grinding, I can't lie. For the optic, we're going to skip that. We only get 5 attachments, so you can't waste one on an optic. But for the muzzle, you're going to want a suppressor. This one right here is going to give you a higher chance to drop salvage from enemy kills. And salvage, as you know, is very important as you need it to buy equipment and upgrade your weapon. For the barrel, obviously, we're using 9.6 MFS Vital Ace barrel. This is the one right here that gives you that insane 42 times damage multiplier to the head. I mean, just look at these numbers right here. For the magazine, you're going to want to use the Goliath X extended mag because you need as much ammo capacity as you can possibly get. When you pack a punch this weapon, you actually lose 6 rounds in the mag. So you want to get as much ammo as you can possibly get. Now we're going to skip rear grip and skip the stock and go straight to the laser slot, in which we use the XS1 tactical laser, this one right here. This is the one that lets you use tactical stance, where you turn the gun on its side and use the laser to aim. This lets you tighten down that 4-bullet spread to a much tighter circle while still being able to move quickly and be mobile while aiming. For the fire mods, this one is actually kind of up to you. I'm not going to lie. I use the pistol recoil spring because the recoil on this thing is pretty damn bad, especially if you're on controller. It's pretty uncontrollable. But if you have no problem controlling recoil, if you're on a mouse and keyboard and it's a lot easier for you, you can go with the match grade trigger for more fire rate, or you can go for the FMJ mod to give you better damage over penetration. This right here is the build I'm going to be using. You can use the new build code, as you can see in the bottom left here. I'll put that in the description, and also I'll have it on screen right now. That is the code. If you just want to enter it into your game, it'll give you this gun right here. Regardless, thank you all for watching. If you want to see more Black Ops 7 content, trust me, there's a lot more coming down the pipeline. Subscribe, like, comment, all that typical YouTuber bullshit. You know how it goes, but it helps me out a ton, so I am legally obligated to say it. Regardless though, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.